Good morning, Kentuckiana. It is 6 a.m. here on your Tuesday. I'm Grace McKenna.
And I'm Jim Stratman. Meteorologist Matt Breland also with us here in studio, bringing the sunshine today, quite literally, Matt.
Absolutely. Yes, I'm so excited for this forecast. We have been waiting to say goodbye to this cloudy pattern for quite some time. And you know, it definitely was a bit dreary over the weekend, and I'm ready for it, you guys. How about that? Temperatures are in those lower 50s this morning, and we're still seeing just a few of those clouds beginning to finally break apart across our Kentuckiana skies. Temperatures are ranging in those lower 50s as well for us outside of the city, closer towards PRP. We're in those lower 50s as well. 52 for the airport, 52 near Linden, and 48 for you guys near Sellersburg, the coolest place this morning. 42 for you folks in Bedford, Indiana, 50 near Campbellsville, 51 Shelbyville, 51 for you guys near Shelbyville. Headed later on into the day, we do have a lot of sunshine. This area of low pressure that we saw earlier that was just really centered over Kentuckiana has now made its way further towards the northeast, and it's going to be left behind with just quiet conditions for us this afternoon. So you'll notice that we're on the other side of that rotation. We're now going to see this drier air make its way into Kentuckiana and the Ohio Valley as we go throughout our day. We'll have a little bit of a breeze out of the west, and that's going to continue to break apart this cloudy trend, keeping us sunny throughout our day. So you can expect temperatures to gradually make their way into those lower 70s throughout the afternoon hours. Going to be very comfortable and very nice across Kentuckiana this morning and this afternoon. 70 for you guys near Shelbyville, 69 for you guys near LaGrange is what you can expect for your temperatures this afternoon. That's a look at your highs for the day, and a quick check at traffic this morning. Everything's moving along fine no matter where you're headed, north, south, east, or west. You're looking good out there. If anything changes, we will let you know. Grace, Jim?
All right, Matt, thank you. Today, Mayor Craig Greenberg will give more details about public safety investments included in his proposed $1.2 billion city budget. We know Greenberg is calling for more staffing across LMPD, fire, and EMS, along with a new emergency drone program. He'll give the update this morning at 10. The mayor's also going to be joined by Louisville fire and EMS officials to talk about Sunday's rescue of a semi-truck driver.
Now, that driver was left dangling off the Kennedy Bridge after wrecking on a stretch of I-65 that's actually pretty prone to crashes.
Yeah, this morning we are hearing his frantic 911 call as firefighters race to save him. WHAS11's Alex Dieterer has the story.
Hello, this is 911.
Can you guys please help me? I'm about to fall down from the bridge.
The desperate calls of a semi-truck driver left dangling from the Kennedy Bridge on I-65.
I don't want to die. If I don't survive, can you just leave the recordings to my family too?
And a dramatic rescue when Louisville firefighters were lowered down into the truck cab to rescue the driver. This crash, one of 3 semi-truck crashes over the weekend in the same area on I-65. A semi carrying a trailer of cars crashed on Saturday, the rescue Sunday morning, and another semi crashed into the same barrier Sunday night. U of L Civil Engineering Associate Professor Robert Kluger calling it a busy area.
Pretty complicated interchange, and I would imagine some of the highest traffic volume in our area.
We drove the same route Monday, but in sunny conditions. You can see semis rounding the same corner where the crashes happened.
Derby traffic plus rain plus everything else, you know, where it's easy to see how like it would happen this weekend as opposed to a different weekend without, you know, some of the influx.
Kluger says this specific area is heavily trafficked year-round by semis.
Louisville is like one of the highest like traveled freight corridors in the country. The airport, I know, is like a huge source of cargo traffic, and then that traffic kind of disperses out, and a lot of times it goes right through downtown. So you've got all of the trucks there already in the conditions to make that happen.
While investigations are underway,
Yeah, I can hear the sirens. Oh my God, it's just such a relief.
the semi-driver is now back on safe ground. Alex Dieterer, WHAS 11 on your side.
The driver was taken to the hospital as a precaution, but was not hurt.
A man is set to face a judge today for a deadly shooting in the Algonquin neighborhood. Now, this happened yesterday when 48-year-old Jack Elliott was arrested. They say just before 3 a.m. on Sunday, a man was shot on Dixie Highway near West Hill Street. Officers found the victim dead inside of a car that had crashed into a medical office. Elliott is charged with murder. He's due in court this morning at 9 a.m.
And murder suspect Kapongo Badibanga will also face a judge today. The 46-year-old was arrested last week after Metro Police say he shot Joshua Melinda in the parking lot of Louisville Liquor Palace on Poplar Level Road during a fight. Police arrested Badibanga after talking to witnesses and looking at security footage. He's due in court this morning at 9.
This morning, we're hearing from the witness of a triple shooting at the West End Kroger. It happened early Saturday morning outside of the Kroger on 28th and Broadway after a Derby Eve party spilled into the overnight hours.
So this is my first time ever seeing something like that even happen. So, I was just as shocked as everybody else was out there. I'm still in shock a little bit, but it was a crazy scene.
A man and a woman died in that shooting, and a third victim did survive. Police say that officers were already on scene for Derby patrols and were working to try to disperse a crowd of nearly 300 people when those shots were fired. Detectives are now reviewing the video and conducting interviews to try to track down the shooter.
Today, the Jefferson County Board of Education is meeting behind closed doors to discuss the district's next superintendent. Board members went into executive session yesterday to meet with the JCPS Superintendent Screening Committee. Members are interviewing candidates for the position. We're told they'll be interviewing 2 people today after interviewing 4 candidates yesterday. The group will meet at 3:30 at the Muhammad Ali Center.